Chevys again. So far they seem to be easier to work on. You're going to need an adjustable wrench, and you're going to need a 7/8 inch open end wrench. It's as useful as the socket for the O2 sensor might be on another application. It actually did not work for us in this one, and there just wasn't enough room. I guess if that's all you've got, I can't imagine you not having that and not having a 7/8 inch open-end wrench, but I guess you could do the same thing. You could end up chopping that off, but then you lose all your leverage. The other item you're going to need is the 8mm socket. That's just to get the shield off. So here we are in the most favorite place I like to be, underneath a brand new truck, or semi-new I guess, trying to fix crap. This is a 2017 F150. Greatest truck ever known to man. It's got the 2.7 liter EcoBoost OBDII. Somewhere up in here, there's your O2 sensor. That one's the easy one. Then somewhere up in there is your other O2 sensor. Focus, you piece of garbage. All right, right in. Anyway, it's right up in there. That one's going to be fun. So those I am replacing today. Oh yeah, personal note, this little doohickey right there that I can't thump because I have no depth perception looking into this camera. That little thing, it just undid the 3 of the 4 bolts, loosened the last one, and circled it around. That is your pro tip of the day. If you learned anything from this, you'll know that will be handy, especially when you're doing your oil. Your oil is right there. As you notice, I have an aftermarket plug because I'm an idiot and I broke the first one. Above the transmission, you see this pink, I don't know, maroon. It's the wire where the O2 sensor connects in there. It is zip tied to all the other cabling, and there's plenty of fine room. On the top, you can't see it, and I can't see it, but you'll feel a small ridge. Here is the NTK O2 sensor that we're going to replace the OEM ones. We have just over 70,000 miles, and this is the one that went bad. But I'm going to change both of them so that because they both work in unison, and they end up going dimmer with time. So I want this side to be operating with 2 brand new O2 sensors. Got that advice from AK Auto Repair out of Las Vegas. You'll notice that this is rounded, this is flat. We have this lip here. You're just gonna have to go up there and fill around. And when you'll be able to fill on the female end of the connector, that round end, you're gonna know the relationship to where the lip is. If you go up on the female end of the connector, you'll fill a couple ridges, go towards the back of those ridges, and then you just press down. You're just gonna have to go by feel. There's a little lip, press down, and you're gonna have to just pull back on your plug, and there you go. This one was on there very tight. Maybe I gotta stop using the cheap gas. All right, got the new one in. And it's already, these ones came with anti-seize already on them. If not, be sure to put anti-seize on them. And just bring them into finger tight. And then these are the 18mm threads. Okay, so there I've got it finger tight. You remember where I put the stupid other wrench? It says after finger tight, we want to go 3/4 of a turn. All right, now that we got that tightened on there, I think that getting a full 3/4 of a turn on that thing is going to be quite hopeful. It's only going to fit in the hole one direction, which is my favorite band. If we didn't have all these copyright rules, that's what I'd have playing in the background. All right, now you have to take and follow the wire from the O2 sensor connected into the cat. And you're gonna have to follow that wire around. You're gonna see this little mess. Everything's zip tied together and tight. It's made for someone with midget fingers.
but there's these little stupid plastic connectors all over, and I'm guessing you gotta unhook it from the little hole up there. It's not that this is a terribly hard connector to get apart, or shouldn't be. It's more that there's just no room to do anything you want to do, but there's that stupid little lever. You gotta press that down, pull out to disconnect this from that connector. The other one, where I thought was gonna be harder, is actually 100 times easier. More just because my hands don't fit in there. So if this knuckle buster will fit in there, it might be the saving grace. All right, there's the other one. I mean, considering the fact that this thing's in exhaust all the time, it's no surprise that it looks like that. Anyway, I probably should stop using Sinclair, right? So that's what a new one looks like. As you can see, this one also has an anti-seize on it. Just so you guys know, it's like 10 times harder to do this than try film. Okay, I got the threads to take. I'm just getting this in to finger tight. I'm gonna see if I can get my open end wrench in there. There is absolutely no room to do diddly squat. I realize, look at this. I don't know why. Anyway, one thing to look at is you got the shield. It actually moves out of the way a little bit. I fought with that forever and then realized it wasn't that bad. You just move that a little bit, but it's still tight. It is tight. Just the whole thing is one sucky piece of crap as far as trying to get into. But then you just get your connector just like you got it off and try to get that to go back on. If you hold your breath, it works way better. Or you pass out before you get done, and then you don't have to even worry about it at all. Piece of crap. Everything looked right. They don't seem to be going together right.
Now we're done. You're gonna notice my two leftover ones. I've got a, look at that, bright and shiny new one. Well, it was bright and shiny. So this stupid end looks just like the other end. These little indents where the tabs go are just a hair off, just enough where this actually didn't work. I put in the old O2 sensor back in. It wasn't the bad one. This front passenger side one was the bad one. So I'm gonna end up taking this back, put the old one back in. Matt, the second go around did it in 5 minutes. But anyway, I think the number on this one, it's a 4404. The one on my 17, that one said 4401 on that. They looked identical till you put them together, and this tab was just maybe a 1/16 of an inch different. There's no way that thing was going on as it is right now. It is a tight fit everywhere, and so just make sure your kids aren't around so they don't hear you say bad words. All right.